Anything that moves has kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion. Atoms and molecules possess kinetic energy because they are in constant motion, although not necessarily in any particular direction. The faster a molecule moves, the greater its kinetic energy becomes. The kinetic energy associated with the random movement of atoms or molecules is known as thermal energy. It's important to note that thermal energy is related to temperature but should not be confused with it. The actual kinetic energies of individual water molecules within a sample will vary. Some molecules will have higher kinetic energies, while others will have lower kinetic energies. Temperature represents the statistical average of these energies. Therefore, temperature signifies the average kinetic energy of the molecules in a body of matter, regardless of volume, whereas the thermal energy of a body of matter reflects the total kinetic energy of all individual molecules within the matter, and thus depends on the matter's volume. For example, when water is heated in a coffee maker, the average speed of the molecules increases, and the thermometer records this as a rise in the temperature of the liquid. The total amount of thermal energy also increases in this case. However, it's important to note that even though the pot of coffee has a much higher temperature than, let's say, the water in a swimming pool, the swimming pool contains more thermal energy because of its much greater volume. More molecules that exert energy even if the energy exerted is lower in each individual molecule. Whenever two objects of different temperatures are brought together, thermal energy passes from the warmer object to the cooler object until both objects reach the same temperature. Molecules in the cooler object speed up at the expense of the thermal energy of the warmer object. An ice cube cools a drink not by adding coldness to the liquid, but by absorbing thermal energy from the liquid as the ice itself melts. Thermal energy transferring from one body of matter to another is defined as heat. A calorie is the amount of heat it takes to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 Celsius. Conversely, a calorie is also the amount of heat that 1 gram of water releases when it cools by 1 Celsius.